says, "Dear Simon," and the co-forgivers, or not, depending on where we go. I've wondered for a long time what confession I could submit. And I've come to the sad conclusion that my life has been about as exciting as Theresa May and her very naughty and shocking wheat field running.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember she was asked that was the most naughty thing you've done? And she said, run through a field. Anyway, then I remembered this one incident from my youth that I do need to ask forgiveness for. For a bit of background, my name is Laura, which I've changed. Hang on a second. That's my mistake. My name is Clover.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I am a child of the 70s. Need a copy editor. With 3 older brothers. The result of this was a domino effect of the eldest 2 brothers using the 3rd brother for their experimental schemes. Here I should just say I've toned this down a lot.
Oh, really? Okay.
Think of war film reenactments with guns, ropes, tripwires, hand grenades, sabotaging bikes so they collapse. Or the days when soap had a toy in the middle, which I don't remember, I must say, and brothers 1 and 2 couldn't wait, so tried cutting the bar of soap in half with a razor blade in a sink full of water. Oh. Don't try any of this at home, folks.
No.
And thus brother 2 has 1 less knuckle than most people.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
It really should be my brother's writing to confess. I think it certainly should. Clover.
Yes.
But as I say, the domino effect was that brother 3 took out all his frustration at being brothers 1 and 2 guinea pig on me. Child 4 and the only girl. I should say now everybody knows exactly what they're going to say, guilty or not. As it depends on where they are in the pecking order. It's the mid-80s. I am about 10 years old. We have recently moved into a Victorian home. Being the only girl, I had my own room. Our parents, for ease, had all the upstairs newly carpeted throughout in the same pale green colour. It's quite the thing in the 70s. My record collection is in its infancy at this time. It's the mid-80s, beg your pardon. I am sure I provoked brother 3 by endlessly playing Clannad's The Hooded Man, Frankie by Sister Sledge, and 5 Star, that being the whole of my record collection at the time. Other than these 45s, I, like everyone else in my generation, made tapes from Sunday night's chart show. And so it was to this music that I would happily dance around in my bedroom. That was until one evening when I was dancing away, having the time of my life. Suddenly I was distracted by a shadow at the bottom of my bedroom door. Being an older property, it had quite a gap under it. I opened the door to see brother 3 rolling on the floor in hysterics, having been spying on my dance routines. This meant I took the only reasonable action I could. I didn't stop dancing, no. Rather I took to the dancing in the dark routine. I just turned the lights off and carried on. This went rather well for some days until the night I bashed my toe on the corner of the bed. Yaroo, I said, as that's what everybody said in the 80s when they hurt themselves. I gamely carried on bopping to I think it was Keep Feeling Fascination by Human League. But my throbbing toe meant that I just wasn't feeling the groove, you know? So eventually I stopped dancing and turned on my bedroom light, which was when I saw it. Blood absolutely everywhere. My toe wasn't just stubbed, it was lacerated. And I had carried on blissfully unaware for 10 minutes. So now as I looked at the new pale green carpet, quite the thing in the 80s, it was like a terrible murder had been committed, and the blood splatter pattern was definitely a job for CSI or Dexter or one of those guys. The new bedroom carpet was now streaked with red. In blind panic, I hopped to my brother 3's bedroom for help. Now it looked as though the body had been dragged from one room to another. What a mess. After he'd once again laughed at me, because that's what brothers do. He did try to help clean the carpet a bit, but he made a terrible job of it, and the carpet eventually had to be replaced at great expense. Plus, it was my brother's fault. Anyone with a brother will know this. So in a very real sense, Father Simon and your co-conspirators, my brother is responsible for 1, my lacerated toe, 2, my extravagant blood loss, and 3, all the new carpets being replaced at a cost of thousands of pounds. I ask for forgiveness, not from my brother, because he shouldn't have spied on me in the first place. What kind of a brother does that? But rather I seek forgiveness from my parents, who were out of pocket big time. And if it might sway the jury, I'm happy to apologise for having bought a Clannad single. Well, I don't think you need to apologise for buying Clannad. We like Clannad. Anyway, Clover from East Sussex, Here comes the verdict of Sister Susie, our top producer from the pub.
Well, I think...
Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. There you go.
Oh, okay. There we go. I think, Clover, I am the youngest of three, so I'm always going to go with the youngest, which is you. So therefore, I forgive you, because I have also been blamed for many things and the outcome of lots of, pranks. And, it's just mean. It's not fair. You shouldn't have been watching and you shouldn't have laughed. And therefore you stubbed your toe. So not your fault. It's your brother's fault. There you go. Forgiven.
Boom. It's the pecking order. That's what matters.
It is
Right,
absolutely
Matthew.
the pecking order. Blood on the dance floor, quite literally, there, kids, tonight. And don't forget, home taping is killing music, I'm sure.
So it
sure
did.
So
That's
it
a
is.
good point.
Absolutely. Watching your sisters dancing is hilarious. I did it. I'm the eldest of two. And, they're doing the dance routines in the front room, with the stereo on. Hilarious. So I'm definitely going to forgive, because, she was the one who chose to turn the light off. It's not his fault. Not child number 3's fault. It's her fault. So, nothing to be forgiven for. Oh, hang on, I've just come out on her side. Yes, I'm going to still forgive, because this didn't make any sense. Yeah,
So you're
I've tied
gonna
myself
forgive?
in knots. No
You're
logic
gonna
to this
forgive
one at
even though
all.
Okay.
Right,